We've decoded the intel from the First Order spy, and it confirms the worst. Somehow Palpatine returned.
Oh shit, here we go again.
So today I have for you Star Wars Unlimited. I was able to borrow the store's demo copy for this video, and I was really amazed that it came like this. So this is the GameGenix 2-player or light dark side set box. I don't know what they called it exactly. And it's a really, really nice box. So we got the Unlimited logo. It's kind of hard to see because it's white. But we have that. We have the GameGenix. On the other side, same. And at the top, we have one of these aspect markers. I originally thought it was the Rebel Phoenix logo, but no, it's just an aspect marker that matches the faction. So opening it, it is a magnetic, just top closed lid. Has the foil Star Wars Unlimited. Not sure what this is really for, except to just be a top on there. Originally I thought it was some type of plaything, but it doesn't look like it. And then we have these wing flaps. So these little binder, half binder things are to hold your bases, which I thought was really cool. But then I got to thinking, you know, if they actually wanted to do, like with the leaders here, we have this hard plastic case that just opens up on the side here, and you can pop the card out. They should have put one of these on the other side for the base, but I'm pretty sure it was a cost issue. Another thing that's kind of weird is these are held in by friction, so pushing them constantly does damage this over time. I don't know how well that's going to hold up. And then we have these two trays to hold all your tokens. GameGenix foiled logo, really nice. The tokens are actually, for cardboard, they're pretty sturdy. They're a lot sturdier than the cardstock used for the cards. That are just, the way this is cut makes it feel more sturdy. Really impressed with it. It's nice, but I do think they're a little thick. They're about 1.5 inches tall. And I only bring that up because you could fit 2 dark side decks and 2 light side decks. And if you had this on the other side right there, you could have 2 leaders. So you could store 4 decks instead of 2 decks. It does fit 90-ish cards sleeved if you put a deck in each one. I don't know what the deck building limits are in this game. It is a very, very nice box. If you're interested in them, they're about $60 on GameGenix description. They come in all the colors that these aspects come in. This white deck box specifically described as black and white. Everything else is described as one color. I don't know if they have the black felt on the inside or the Star Wars Unlimited foiling. I imagine they do. But the logo at the top of every one is connected to the color aspect. So, I don't have the rule book for this, so I'm not on top of what's supposed to be what for the language. We've played a few games. Jason's very sold on this product, and I have to agree, it's actually a pretty fun game. He told me that they've spent a couple of years doing the R&D on this game, play testing, and he's been showing me demo stuff of people printing out cards and play testing, and I'm like, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole till I actually see the real product. And the card stock is actually pretty decent. It's thin, but it's strong. There's no weird coating on it. It doesn't feel off. And one of the interesting things that came up in this was that certain cards are fixed to the starter, which I didn't expect. But this Luke Skywalker and this Darth Vader are specifically to the 2-player starter. These tokens are also unique to the 2-player starter. Jason explained to me that the bases are going to have the actual token on the other side because the bases are come in every pack. And I was like, that's nice. They found a use to make a card that might be dead. And he said this game was designed for tournament play. And that's kind of where I'm wondering where this game's going to go. I've been playing a lot of Warcana tournaments lately, I'm not great at the game, but I do enjoy playing the game. But Lorcana is very expensive. And the price support for getting pins and stuff, I don't really care about. I'm more promo cards or special cards, or just in general, anything that's kind of alt, unique. I don't know how FFG is doing tournament play yet. I do have a tournament this Saturday for the pre-release, March 2nd at 6 o'clock at Ettin Games. Entry is $30 plus tax. They have, I believe, 20 slots still open. So Ettin Games in Albuquerque, March 2nd at 6 if you're interested. Especially try out, see how the game works. But so far, with the amount of effort they put into it, I'm glad that it looks like it's going to be better than Destiny. Granted, the Destiny card game wasn't very good. I should rephrase that. The RNG distribution and the way the dice affected you getting certain rares made that game a horrendous money sink. And the dice, having separate dice and all that, was just a mess. And I bring it up because if you got like Thrawn or the Emperor in Destinies, you had to get 2 copies of them to be able to use them properly. And that just really sucked because it was just mass buying. It's better with just the single cards. The resource mechanic in this game is a lot like Lorcana's. I like that. Makes deck building easy. It is, you take a turn, I take a turn, back and forth. Whoever wants to skip first gets initiative so they can play first after the draw in the next round. Very straightforward, very simple. I haven't seen any reaction cards, so timing shouldn't be an issue. Keeps game mechanics very simple. The 3 games we played, the game rounds really lasted between 10 to 20 minutes, and I think the 20 minutes was the first game with Jason explaining the rules to me. So it's a fairly easy game to pick up. It's fairly quick. You go through hit points like crazy. I do have a gripe about how there is a space combat lane and a ground combat lane. Because depending on what you draw and how it goes, you might not be able to counter that one thing or the other. And it just becomes an acceleration of, well, I got to get stuff out, so we'll just dump a bunch of the ground. But if your opponent doesn't have enough space stuff, and I've noticed that direct kill cards that I usually like to play, it's like, oh, I just blow up a spaceship and I control space now with this one crappy TIE fighter, is a little off-putting. But these are fixed decks, so, you know, when you start customizing it changes the dynamics a little bit. But I do like the game. It plays very simple, it's very straightforward. And honestly, that's what more could you ask? It's fun. Ish, I guess. It's a competitive game. I've just tested with Jason. We'll see after the tournament. I'm going to try to get some footage for the tournament play. If you're interested in that, let me know down in the comments. I doubt I'll be able to do it live, but I do want to explore Star Wars Unlimited and see how the game progresses. If you're interested in that, definitely let me know in the comments, and I'll put that on my list of things to actually continue doing the channel. Other than that, shameless plug as usual. Got to do the YouTube things. If you like what I do, please subscribe to the channel, leave me comments below, yada, 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 do whatever YouTube says. And then my own shameless self-promotion. I am still doing the 2024 giveaway. If you're interested in winning some free stuff, definitely go check that out. There's some cool stuff in there for the giveaway. You don't have to subscribe to the channel, but it definitely helps, especially since I reached those numbers. I'm at 126, I believe, as the time of the recording. But once I get to 150, I'll be sending out some more stuff to random winners. So check it out if you're interested in winning some stuff. And as I stated, like probably 3 minutes ago, if you're interested in Star Wars Unlimited and you want me to cover this in my channel, please let me know in the comments, and I will start adding this to my list of things to do. Other than that, take care, guys, and GG's.